Every week, a new band. Brought to you by NZ On Air. Active Live! Yeah.
Kia ora and welcome to today's Radioactive Live on 88.6 FM, brought to you by New Zealand On Air Music. I'm Charlotte, your host, and for the first Active Live of 2026, I'm super excited to welcome into the studio today Felix Bird and his band. Blending honest songwriting with lush indie and alternative influences, Felix has been carving out his own sound here in Poneke, and I'm looking forward to diving into his music and journey. How are you guys doing today?
Good, thanks for having us.
Good.
It's a
Thank you.
pleasure to be here.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming in. Super excited to hear some of your tunes. Shall we jump into the first track?
Let's do it.
Beautiful.
Track your light back to where you came from. Trace it back, watch your step blend in like a chameleon. Take your time, don't rush it now, you're gonna make it. Steady hand, so serene. Timber walls, termite holes in the pavilion. Mossy spores, dampness calls, but it's still sleeping tonight. But it's still sleeping. But it's still sleeping. I will be first in line, but last to tell me what you really figured out. I'm here, falling through the floor, trip wire, forced laughter echoes on the floor, webbing on your shirt and laces, happens in the eerie places. Steady hand, so serene, but I'm sleeping. But I
Amazing, thank you. That was the first track from Felix Bird on today's Active Live. Can you tell us a bit about that one?
It's called Pavilion. It's currently unreleased. I'm planning to record it this year with the band. I don't know, it's kind of one of the first songs that I really thought about the lyrics more and kind of gave them a bit more intention and how I actually wanted to say them. So, I don't know, I really like how that song's come together.
Yeah, it's sounding great.
Thank
Can't wait for it to be released. And now, can you give myself and some of the listeners some background into Felix Bird, and when did you kind of start getting into music?
I've kind of, since like primary school, always quite been into music. Just like listening to it, making it with my friends. Started out on the ukulele, it's kind of classic. And then joined a band in like year 5 or 6 with Ezra from Park Flyers, and we kind of just stayed in the same band, like literally until, we still are in the same band, so literally since then we've just always played music together. And then, yeah,
Awesome.
just good.
And now you're kind of quite involved in the music scene, especially here in Wellington. Was there any kind of particular moment that you decided that you wanted to pursue music, like kind of more full time?
I kind of started at RockQuest, doing RockQuest, and we did quite well. We got into the national finals with my old band, They're There, which is kind of mellow indie rock kind of music. And yeah, we kind of did well, and I really liked just going around and playing music. So I kind of started aiming my trajectory more towards music than other hobbies at the time. So yeah, kind of from there.
Yeah, nice. And you recently released the EP Blue Car Plus House on Bandcamp. Can you tell us a bit about the overall inspirations for this release? Kind of feels a bit more raw and DIY than Haircut.
Yeah, it's quite jangly. I went home for the summer and just bought all my music gear back with me, and Ezra's old drum kit was in the office of my house back home, and I had a couple shitty mics. I had a SingStar mic and just a standard condenser mic, and I just tracked me playing some really average drumming and just put together a couple songs, and in the couple weeks I was back home, and it ended up being those ones. So yeah.
Nice, they're sounding amazing. I love the kind of more DIY feel about the songs. Feel kind of more authentic and sound so good. And now obviously you've been in music for quite some time now and making music. How would you say that it's evolved your process with writing and to where you are now from when you began?
Ooh, that's a big one. It's evolved a lot around who I'm surrounded by and what I'm listening to. Like through high school, a lot of it was very indie rock, kind of Ocean Alley vibes. So I made a lot of that kind of music, and then throughout the years I started listening, especially more down in Wellington, discovered louder and heavier bands and more alternative, less mainstream artists. And then from there I just kind of build my inspiration off of like everything that I've listened to pretty much.
Yeah, awesome. And how would you say that, like, I guess in the future, where do you think your music will kind of move towards?
It's hard to say. At the moment, because it's summer, my music that I'm making is getting happier again, which kind of is unsurprising. But yeah, it kind of goes in waves. I'll be really into heavy music, and I'll start making big shoegazy, whatever, emo tracks, and then it'll mellow out again, and I'll be listening to like indie folk, whatever, which is what I'm at the moment. A lot of that kind of Americana indie folk. It's cool.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like that's quite cool that you have such a range of different music. It's like a little bit of a diary. You can see where you've been throughout your life and go back to it, which is awesome. And yeah, because you moved from Tauranga down to Pōneke for studying.
Yeah.
And like, how would you say that the Wellington music scene and community as a whole has shaped you as an artist?
Oh, it's been so good. Our first gig ever in Wellington was a Park Flyers one at some pretty gnarly, like, it was some weird penthouse flat above McDonald's on Manners Street. And we played our song Charades, and people already knew the words.
Wow.
And I was kind of blown away by that people had found it and already knew it, and then kind of from there, just digging my toes deeper into the scene and playing as much as I could. It's just, it's a really welcoming scene, I think.
Yeah, that's great. Are there any other local artists at the moment that you're really excited about?
My friend from Auckland, Jack Bromwich, has just moved down, and he's starting up a band down here.
Yeah.
I'm really keen to get him on some bills and play some shows with him. So,
How
yeah.
good. Super exciting stuff. Shall we get into the next track?
Yeah, let's do it.
Beautiful.
Tie the tie. One, two, three, Your face tells 1,000 stories in your place with a bad tattoo on your neck. You like all the morning glory. Tough on the outside, tough on the standing like a bouncer in the rain, but you're just a worker on a break. You think that everyone's staring, maybe they are, but not for the reason to be. I'll tell you a bedtime story. You know the words and you finish it for me. It's not so sweet when it's something more like with tough on the outside, tough on the outside.
Sick. Thank you. Can you tell us about that one?
That one's off the EP, Blue Car in a House. Yeah, I don't know. I was making it and my cousin was over from the States and he was just sitting down there with me and I was just fiddling around and he's like, I really like the kind of harmonic-y parts, and I was just like, okay, sweet, I'll stick with that. And then I kind of got pretty carried away with it in the verses and then gave myself a headache trying to learn how to sing and play them at the same time, which was annoying. But yeah, a really fun kind of quite summery for me.
Yeah.
Very jangly vibe on that one.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's came together amazing. It sounds great.
Thank you.
And now, not too long ago, in November, you performed your debut gig with a band at San Fran.
Yeah.
So how was it kind of translating your solo work to this band arrangement?
I was really good. I love all my band members. They're super cool. Kahu's not here today. He's playing with Dylan Joe up in Auckland with Coast Arcade. So it's 4-piece today, but it's been really easy. I live with Ben and Kahu, so talking to them about it is pretty easy. I just get up and find them.
Yeah.
And then I've known Josh for a bit and I've been in bands with Seb, King Hit. So yeah, I'm just really glad that they're all available as they are and we're able to practice so much. So yeah,
Yeah, that's great. And it looks like you guys all get along really well. And
it's great.
yeah, have a fun time performing, which
Yeah.
is always important. Do the songs kind of change or get altered at all when kind of translating them from solo to...
Some of them definitely did. One's from the Haircut album, 43 and Life Sucks. We kind of extended it on Ben's comment. It was a bloody good suggestion, I must say. But yeah, he reckoned we should like kind of build it back up and do another chorus, and so we did that, and now that's the live version, and I pretty much prefer it over the recorded version, to be honest.
Good vibes from Ben over there
Yeah,
in the
great
background.
vibes.
100.
And can you kind of delve into a bit more of your inspirations when you're writing music? What are some artists or I guess even time periods that you draw off?
Lately, a lot of it has been a lot of that Auckland scene, like Awning and Saltwater Criminals. I've been listening to a lot and taking lots of inspiration from them, and also the kind of indie folk alternative stuff that I've been listening to has really kind of shaped my recent sound, I think.
Yeah, such great bands that you mentioned. I feel like I can feel those inspos drawn
Yeah.
into your music, but still creating it something your own, which is awesome. And as you kind of mentioned just before, you also perform in other local bands, King Hit and Park Flyers.
Yeah.
So how does it kind of compare balancing making music for those bands and this project and being kind of different genres as well?
It's definitely, it keeps me very busy. Just like practicing most days every week.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good. They're all kind of just adjacent alternative rock genres, which makes it quite easy to slip in between if I've got multiple practices in one day. But yeah, no, it's it's nice having some difference between them, and not all just being just like the same music all the time.
Yeah, for sure. And on top of this as well, you're studying at Massey still,
Yeah.
is that right? So how is
Yeah.
it kind of balancing that on top of all this music as well? That seems like you've got a lot on your plate.
It wasn't so bad last year because I didn't have too many days at uni, but this year might be a bit more hectic with everything else happening, and my final year, it might just build up quite a lot, but we'll see how it goes, I guess.
Yeah, have you got any advice you could pass on to any other musicians like yourself balancing all these different projects?
Use a calendar.
Very important, very useful.
And earplugs.
Yes, earplugs and a calendar.
Yes, look after your hearing, very important. Shall we get into the final track?
Let's do it. I'm smiling hard at something like say it's not that funny, but I can't deny thought the same. I'll walk to the shop by your side. You ask and I'll go because you're someone that I like to see. Pass it round for another joke. I'll hear you say maybe a good one, but it always lands the same. Every time it lands the same. Like a glass of wine makes me feel okay. You live not far from here, you're further up the hill. I'll take the other street so I can see you still. It's interesting, I wanna stay. I'm listening to the words you say. And I hear it all the time.
Beautiful. Can you tell us about that one?
That's another one of my more recent ones that I haven't yet recorded or released, but I don't know, I just kind of was feeling really jolly when I wrote it and just got the lyrics about just all my friends, everyone that I like hanging out with, and just kind of based it on things that we've done before.
Aw.
It was kind of wholesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a very wholesome concept. It sounded great too.
Thank you.
And now you've mentioned you've just played us 2 unreleased
Yeah.
tracks. When can we expect some more music out released?
Hopefully I'll get in the studio with Kahu and Thomas within the next couple months, and we'll churn out a bunch of tracks, and hopefully sometime around winter, maybe just after, we'll have a bit of music for you guys.
Yeah, very exciting.
Yeah.
And now you're also playing a gig tonight. So
Yes.
super busy with
Yeah.
Dropper and Bleach. How are you feeling for this one? Can you tell the listeners where to check it out as well?
San Fran tonight. I think doors are 7 o'clock, so nice and early one. Yeah, I'm really excited for it. It'll be a bit more of a rock and roll set for us because we don't have Kahu on the keys, but it's going to be really fun. Bleach are super awesome people. Super excited to see
Yeah.
Dropper do an acoustic set as well. It's going to
Yeah,
be sick.
homies, man.
For sure.
Yeah.
And have you got any other gigs coming up soon?
I'm playing with Lipstick on the 5th of March at San Fran, and then nothing else planned yet, but hopefully we'll have a few more lined up
Yeah.
in the near future.
Keep your eyes and ears peeled.
Yes.
And now here at Radioactive, each Active Live, we grab a question from the last Active Live to pass on to you, and then I'll grab a question from you guys to pass on to next week's Active Live. So your question is, what would your dream sync be? So for any particular movie, TV show, or film franchise, what would be your dream one for your music to be set to?
My dream scene.
Sync. Or
Sync.
yeah.
Oh, like
Yeah.
like lip sync. I thought you meant like a sink, like with a faucet and a tap and stuff. I was like, what the
Yeah,
f-
same.
what a question. I thought.
like sync license, favorite
Yeah.
sync
Yeah.
license.
Oh, middle one. Nah. Something with Wes Anderson. I think
Yeah.
if it's got some Wes Anderson styles in there, I'd be pretty stoked.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
if they do a Brotown reboot.
Oh, dude. Speaking my language.
Some great options
Yeah.
there. And have you got a question for me to pass on to the next?
Probably not
Yeah.
Go on, Seb.
Yeah, I go on. How big is the smallest Bunnings?
Ooh,
Bunnings Warehouse.
Bunnings warehouse.
okay. Wow. You'll have to stick around, listen in next week to find out what they say. Before I give us the outro, I'm just going to put you on the spot because we've actually got a little bit of time left if you've got a fourth song for us.
Yeah, we do.
Perfect.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I just wanted to say a huge thanks to Felix Bird and his band for coming in today, blessing our ears this Arvo on Radioactive FM's Active Live. And of course, a massive thank you to New Zealand On Air Music for making this all possible. I've been Charlotte, your host, and you've been tuned in to Radioactive 88.6 FM. Felix, do you want to take it away with your
Sure
last
thing.
track? Thank you.
Thanks for having us. Right on. I'm holding your coat, just hanging around. Up on my feet, take a slice from the ground. You're not walking away. My eyes are covered in peat from the box at the store. You're gonna forget your jacket, I won't stand there anymore. You've just walked away. Again, I see the dust on the mice that are kept in a cage. The goldfish and gunmen loading circles every day. You start running. I count the stitches in the pockets, still chasing after you. I found a couple of patches and a lighter that I swear was mine. Is this the truth? I'm not your hanger. Is this the truth? I'm not your cloak bag. Is this the truth? to a tin, I'll stop checking. Counting sheep that skip a third, I know because it told the lie. If my fingers do the arms, yeah, say your coat on fire so fast. Is this not true? I'm not your hanger. Is this not true? I'm not your cloak bag. Is this not true? I'm not your hanger. Is this not true? I'm not.
Thank you.
Active Live. Friday, 3:30. Every week a new band. In studio. Brought to you by NZ On Air.